Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be the first video in a new series that I want to start doing on my beauty channel, where I just kind of sit down and chill out and talk with you guys. And I'm gonna call it D&D for dishing and drinking. I have a glass of wine. It's nice and cold. I just poured a glass of wine. This glass is from Pure One. I love Pure One glasses. And I have like a whole collection of them or whatever. And so I poured me a nice glass of blackberry wine. It's blackberry Merlot is what it is. And it's really sweet. It's really sweet wine. So yeah, I really like it. But I thought this would be really fun. I got the idea to start doing D&D with you guys because I know a lot of other beauty influencers will do videos where they just sit and chat with you and stuff, and I thought, you know, it'd be so fun to just kind of sit and chat. I'm not a gossip channel. I'm not, you know, a drama channel. I'm not, you know, any of those other kind of channels. I just thought it would be fun to sit and talk about things that's going on in the beauty community, makeup, life, all kinds of things. So yeah, I just thought that what I wanted to do is sit back with you guys, have a glass of wine, drink a little, and dish about some stuff. So the first thing that I want to talk about, major drama in the beauty community right now. I have been watching, of course I watch Tati, of course I do, Glam Off Guru. She's wonderful. She is an amazing person. I never did understand her relationship or friendship or mothering position for James Charles. Never did understand that. I knew that they were friends. I knew she really, you know, thought a lot of him. I knew that she was really close to him and those kinds of things. At one time, I was subscribed to his channel. And I don't know, guys, I know I'm old, don't get me wrong. But I just couldn't relate anymore. I know that sounds like something Jeffree Star would say, but can't relate. I couldn't relate to him anymore. And I unsubscribed and resubscribed a couple of times with him. And with his situation about Coachella and the crazy outfits and the really outlandish behavior with, you know, the other guys, and all of this talk about him trying to see if he can get a straight guy to, you know, do whatever. That was just more information than I needed. So I have unsubscribed from him a couple of times, like I said, but the last time I did was around about the time, right around Coachella. I saw the outfits. I don't know. It wasn't my cup of tea. I unsubscribed from him before crap hit the fan with this Gage fella. But oh my goodness, did I ever see Tati's video, and she, as they say, read him to filth. I was so shocked by that. I mean, whew. She's the classiest person I've ever seen. She is so classy. But she's so classy. She's so soft-spoken, so well put together and well-spoken. But she, oh my, did she put him in his place? And I'm sorry if you are a James Charles fan and you're watching my video and you're thinking, okay, you're not a drama channel. You may not even know what you're talking about. I don't. But I can tell you that I could tell from everything that she said that she was hitting the nail on the head. I thought, this kid's in trouble now. So I was watching something a little earlier. I don't watch all of the gossip channels, the little drama channels and all that kind of stuff, but I do watch a few of them. And one of them that I watched was Dustin Dailey. And he said at some point that he had lost over 500,000 subscribers. And then I watched something else, and it was saying that he was already minus 1 million subscribers. Guys, I've got less than 100 subscribers on this channel. So I'm thinking, how can you lose 1 million subscribers and that not just be devastating, right? So I was thinking about that and about my poor little channel. I mean, I've been trying forever just to get to 1,000 subscribers. And I was thinking, that's gotta suck. That's got to suck. I mean, because he's huge in the YouTube community, not just beauty community, but I mean, he's like way on up there with Shane Dawson and all of them. And I was just like shocked by the whole situation. But I just think that Tati couldn't have done a better job. Now, I happen to really like Gabriel Zamora. I just think he's hilarious. But I will say, guys, I'm going to try to sit up a little bit further so that you guys can see me more. I look like I was sitting down in a hole. I think he's hilarious. I think he's funny as, hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. That cracks me up. But I was just like, you know, oh, he should have never inserted himself into this situation because he just got through this situation with Lorelei and Manny. So, I've just been really watching all day today, watching all the different channels, even the ones that I'm not subscribed to, just because I've been trying to get as much info as possible because I knew it was one of the things I wanted to talk about tonight. So what do you guys think? I mean, like, do you think that it's worth losing 1 million subscribers? Do you think that it's warranted, that it's justified? I mean, like, what are your thoughts? You know, like, do you think that he's been wrong and that he's not taking care of his subscriber base like he should? Do you think that, you know, he is wrong for some of the actions he's been taking? Do you think that, you know, do you agree with him? Do you agree with what Tati had to say? Do you think that he's been trying to use his celebrity and his following and his fame and power, I guess you could say, for his own, you know, craziness? I think that he has been, but I mean, I can't judge anybody, but we all know that part of the YouTube environment is that you're going to get judged, right? I mean, so I guess give them something to talk about. I don't know, but I've been finding it interesting. So I've really been on that since it happened yesterday. So I was not surprised that she did the video. I think what I was surprised about is that it was 43 minutes long. I was so shocked by that. I was really surprised. And I think she covered everything that could possibly be mentioned in the whole situation. I mean, she talked about, I mean, she didn't just bring receipts, guys. She gave way more than what we even asked for. I mean, like, dinner table conversations and things like that. I was so shocked. I mean, Tati's not one to use any foul language or anything that's off color on her channel. And she said some words in her video that, like, sucking blank, blank, blank. I was like, oh, she's fired up. So I guess Gabriel calling her out and saying, hey, sister, get on camera, get on a video and do it. She did. I don't know if I could have. I mean, and I understand where she's coming from. I mean, he is pretty powerful when it comes to his stands, as they call them. And I'm not even sure I know what that means, but I think it just means like fans that will stand behind you no matter what you do. That's what I'm gathering. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong down there in the comment section, but that's what I'm getting from it. But yeah, if I was in that situation, I don't know how I would handle it, but I think she did a damn good job. So thinking on the same lines as, you know, sort of kind of stepping back from that situation, but still in the beauty community right now, I want to say that Kathleen Lights has always been one of my favorite YouTubers. I absolutely love her. I love her content. I just think she's just great. She cracks me up. She's got the best personality, I think, on YouTube. She's funny, and she's really into this astrology situation. I've been trying to learn a little bit more about my sign. I'm a Cancer. I don't know what my moon or sun is, or I don't know what any of that means. But I am going to pick up that book that she talked about. It's called it's the only astrology book you'll ever need, or something like that. I want to learn a little bit more. I have looked at like the traits of Cancer, and I have to admit, shockingly, it's pretty spot on with my personality. And I've never really been one to read horoscopes or anything like that, but I think there might actually be a little something to this. And she's just kind of, I guess you could say, broadened my horizons when it comes to thinking about other things. And so astrology is one of those things, and with astrology comes Kendall Rae. I recently subscribed to Kendall Rae. I think she's awesome. She does this Mile High or Mile Higher podcast. I don't understand podcasts. I don't know how they work. I don't know how you listen to them. I mean, like, I don't even have music on my phone, guys. I don't. I turn on, you know, either my CDs that are in my car, or I turn on the radio. When it comes to around the house and that sort of thing, I just don't listen to music. I don't listen to podcasts. I don't even know how to do it. I mean, I really don't. But I know that she does a lot of astrology stuff on her podcast. Just from, you know, the things that she talks about. And she and Kathleen Lights actually recently did a collab where they were on each other's channels, and they were like dragging people that they dated according to their zodiac sign and that sort of thing. And they talked a lot about astrology. And I know that Kathleen was in one of her recent podcasts that was like over an hour long or whatever, and they were talking about astrology and the different signs and things like that. And so I couldn't help it, but I started kind of paying attention to it, like guys that I've dated and stuff. I started thinking about, okay, so if the guy is this particular sign, what are the characteristics when it comes to their dating life, or, you know, those kinds of things. And so I started kind of checking it out and seeing if I kind of could figure out if any of it was kind of real, or I've been really surprised. I was just, I guess you could say, really in the dark. I'm not totally enlightened because I really need to read more and research more or whatever. But that's just been a new interest of mine. So I'm going to keep working on that and see if I can learn more about it. So that's a new interest for me. I will say that another new interest of mine has been, I've always loved Luster Lux. Katie and Desi are, I mean, they're my faves too. I love them. But Katie and June's, I love John. He loves her so much, and I just think it's so sweet. So he recently started a YouTube channel, and I watched them the other day, and they were doing their favorite beats or whatever. I think they called it boppers and bangers or something like that. I don't know, but it was about their favorite music at the moment. And I have to say, I've been kind of, you know, entertaining the ideas of some music that has a little bit more of a beat. I had really gotten hooked into country music for the longest time, and don't get me wrong, I still enjoy it, but I don't like old country. I'm just not an old country girl. I'm not into the fiddle playing and the banjo and all that. I like the new stuff. And so I've been really enjoying that, but lately I've been wanting something with a little bit more of a beat, you know. And I mean, they had some really good suggestions, and one of which is a guy that's from my home state, from Alabama, Clever. I had never heard of Clever, and I didn't know anything about his music, so I've been kind of listening to him lately, and John's right, he's really good. And so that was, you know, I thought pretty interesting, not just that he's from here, but that my music style seems to be ever evolving, I guess you could say. So beauty news is always on, you know, my mind, because I love the beauty community. I'm liking new music, and yeah, I mean, I'm also really liking some new YouTubers, and astrology is like a thing for me now, so I've got to start learning some new stuff. But anyway, it is Mother's Day weekend, so happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. You all deserve your own day. I believe we do. And so my son and his girlfriend are down to visit me this weekend. But I was supposed to go out with them. We were going to go out. We're going to dance, listen to some music, you know. But I don't know. I was going to meet, been seeing somebody just a little bit, you know. And we were going to meet out too. And we were just, they were going to go with me. And I was going to meet him out. But I think he's gotten some heat exhaustion. And he's been really sick the last few days. And I thought, well, you know what? If he's not going to be able to show up, I don't want to be like the mom that's going on 50 out with the kiddos. So I just sent them on their way. I was like, just go out, have fun. There's a really cool bar. It's called the Floribama. If you know anything about the Southeast, then you know about the Floribama, but that's where they were going. I was going to go with them, but I just decided that it was probably better if I just let them go do their thing. They do have some friends down this weekend, so I figured, you know what, go see your friends, that sort of thing. But happy Mother's Day to all you great moms out there. Cheers to you and the fun dishing. So I'm curious, while I'm thinking, make sure that if there's anything you want me to talk about on an episode of D&D, if you wanted to discuss it, or you wanted to hear my thoughts on it, or anything like that, don't forget to leave that down below too, because I'll definitely talk about it. And if it's controversial, it's controversial. I don't really care. I mean, I'll talk about anything with you guys. I mean, I really will. But I just thought it would be a fun new thing to start D&D, because I want to do something other than just sitting in front of a camera and doing the same old with you guys every single time. My planner channel, I love the planner community. I love hauling and doing all kinds of fun planner things, but I mean, there's more to me than just that one side. So I was trying to think of content for this channel, and I thought, you know what? I think D&D sounds good. Dish and drinks gives me just the excuse I needed for a good glass of wine and to sit and just chat. But yeah, so crazy things that have hit home recently. This is dishy. I thought it was dishy. So I dated this guy a while back, and he introduced me to some friends of his. Well, we went over to this friend's house to kind of hang out. He has this pond, lake situation on his property. We were just gonna go fishing and that sort of thing. Well, I met his wife, and not the guy I was dating, the friend. I met his wife, and while I was there, I found it very interesting that this is his second wife. Okay, I'm getting really close in here because I was really shocked by this. This is not an Alabama thing. This is not a Southern thing. This is not about redneck trash. This is just shocking all the way around. He informed us that his ex-wife was living with his present wife. The three of them, they were living together. Now, at first I thought it was some kind of weird, you know, yeah. No. But he said, well, she didn't have really anywhere to go. And so we just agreed to let her stay for a while and that sort of thing. So fast forward about, I don't know, 8 months. The other night, I was sitting in the living room watching the news with my mother. Guys, so there's this woman, and there's a picture of her on there, and it says that she's been missing, but she was found. She had been missing since around like this past Christmas, but they found her remains. It was in a burned up car out in the woods somewhere. They showed a picture of her, and I looked at Mom, and I was like, you know what? The weirdest thing, but she looks familiar, and I can't know her because we're not from down here, you know. We're from Central Alabama, not the Gulf Coast. And I was like, I know her. I know I do. She's so familiar. Well, this poor woman, they found her remains burned up in her car that had been missing since Christmas of last year. Now here it is, nearly summer. They found her, and they throw up the mugshots of the man and his ex-wife. Yep, you guessed it. It was those two. The guy and his first wife, his ex-wife that he was allowing to live there, yeah, they conspired together, and they murdered her and burned her up in her car out in the woods. It just gave me the chills all over. I was like, what? What? Yeah. So, it just made me kind of stop and think, what have I exposed myself to? I mean, like, I'm sure that the guy that I went out with had no idea that, like, we were going over somewhere that they were potential murderers or anything. But it scared me. And I thought, man, we live in a crazy world. A very crazy world indeed. And so, it just made me really stop and think. So when I started dating the guy that I'm dating now, he doesn't know my last name. He doesn't know where I live. And he's not going to for a very long time. I just don't think you can trust, because people dating now at my age, I mean, there's a lot of water under those bridges. So I just decided to play it safe. I mean, I am a mom. I have elderly parents. And, I mean, I don't really think of my parents as elderly, but, I mean, age-wise they are. I can't put anybody at risk, and I certainly don't want to put myself at risk either, So, I've just been, like, creepy crawling around, thinking about the fact that somebody that I literally was standing next to took someone else's life. Yeah. My take from that: don't let your ex move in with you in your present spouse. Just a little helpful hint from Kelly O. But yeah, it's just been crazy. I mean, dating is really weird at this age. And that there's water under the bridge. Somebody, people are going to have been married. If they haven't been married by my age, no kids, estranged from their family or something like that. That's all the red flags you need right there, just to not even see them. But yeah, that was really crazy. So I've talked about internet drama. I've talked about real life drama. And I have come to the end of my first episode of D&D. I really would like to have exciting things to talk about, and not just stuff that's all over YouTube and the news and everything already. I know you guys are probably sick to death of hearing about James Charles and the Tati situation, but I just found it very interesting how that really went down. I mean, and how the drama channels have just whoosh, they've just jumped on it, But I found it very interesting, and I think that it's just renewed my love for Tati, that she was able to really go for it, but yet stay so classy and so amazing. And I mean, she's at I think she's gained like 1 million subscribers, and he's lost 1 million. I know, crazy, right? But it was something I just thought I wanted to talk to you guys about, because it's kind of like, dish. I just wanted to talk about it. And, yeah, so I always want to make sure that I dish with you guys about something personal. I want to dish with you guys about something that's going on YouTube, that's sort of sweeping the news. And I also want to talk to you about things that I'm into that's new and stuff like that in the future. So if you guys have any topics you'd like me to talk about, any ideas you have for videos, I'd love for you to share those with me. I mean, I'm not going to be able to do one of these every week, but if I could do a couple a month, I thought that might be fun. And you guys can have a glass of wine with me. You can sit back and chill, and yeah, share your opinions down below. And now keep in mind, these are my opinions. You don't have to have the same opinion. We can quietly and nicely disagree with each other. I'm not looking for any hate, that's for sure. I just want to sit back and have a good time with you guys and talk like a real person, because I am a real person. I'm just a normal person like you, I just happened to have decided that I wanted to make videos. And I don't know how you guys are feeling about the difference as far as my videos are concerned, as far as the way that I have separated into the two channels. I've always had this second channel, but I just felt like that trying to incorporate beauty, which is such a huge topic, and planning, which is such a huge topic, into one channel was just too much. And so, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough, you know, content, I guess, for both, but I'm certainly going to try. I am looking forward soon to doing a video for you guys where I do another of my cocktail series. I want to do another one of those. I'm just trying to decide which one I want to do. Since it's summertime and all this, well, it's not really technically summer, but since we're in the spring, it's warm weather, all the bright vivid colors, hot pinks and green and yellow and all those colors. I'm thinking about doing something along those lines, and I'm just trying to decide what I want to do. If you have any ideas about that, hit me down below in the comment section. But that's gonna be it for tonight. Gonna finish up my glass of wine by myself. My baby is laying over there in my bed, and I'm ready to go and spend some time with her, love on her just a little bit, because she's extra soft and sweet. She got a bath, so yeah, and she actually got in the pool with me today, which is really pretty sweet. Yeah, it was really cute. She was walking around on one of the mats, you know, the air mattress, you know, that you float on. Yeah, a float. Yeah, that's what I was trying to come up with. But she was walking around on that like she was a big thing, you know, but she's getting better. We had a rough night last night. She vomited all night long. It was terrible. So she kept me awake, you know, but I wouldn't trade her for anything in this world. So I'm going to go now. I'm going to get over there and I'm going to finish my glass of wine and enjoy her before it's time for bed. So yeah, guys, give me a thumbs up if you like this kind of video, if you want me to do more of them. If you don't, hey, be honest and tell me. But I just wanted to talk to you guys about all things going on and other things you wouldn't know about. And yeah, so I hope that the first episode of D&D with Kelly has gotten off to a good start. We'll see. I'll check your response on it and we'll just see how things go. But, you know, I'll throw some hashtags in so that, you know, maybe more people will hit on the channel and maybe we can get a really good conversation going. But that's going to be it for tonight. I hope that you all have a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. I love you, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Ugh. Mm. Hey guys. Hey guys, it's Kelly. Oh, why am I talking like that? That's right, I'm gonna need more wine. And it's making my nose itch. I can't scratch the whole time. But yeah, I mean, it's like, that pretty much sounded like a teenager. Oh, it's hot in here. I'm gonna have to, oh, it's hot. It's so humid. It's so humid. Is my makeup running? You gotta look in the camera, Kelly. You can't look in the rearview mirror? What? Huh?